it's not really quick. It's just that we're doing a couple of different things. We're doing this was supposed to be yesterday that everybody thought they were coming in for. Growing up, we're from the Midwest. We make I'm down here. They have like ranch style beans, and they have that everywhere. Well, where we're from, they make, and I'm sure they make it everywhere, but we just have a cookout days in the cookout without having pork and beans. So my mom, we grew up eating pork and beans. It's basically this. Oh, you get chewing down. Oh, the can isn't even like a pullback.
Oh, I get it.
Basically this. Hey, Berks Bunch. We are doing pork and beans, but then Joe's also doing, they're like onion crisps. It's kind of like a blooming onion. No, not a blooming onion.
Just
Onion, what's
onion
that called?
straws?
Onion straws.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like onion straws. But anyways, mine is basically the most easiest thing ever. This is the way we make them. We don't ever, if we have them out of the pan, or out of the can, this is how we do it. Like, maybe a teaspoon of garlic, because you know we don't do anything without garlic. Hi, see what you get. Hey, Mama. Okay, I have about a teaspoon of garlic, not much. You don't want it to take away from the situation that's going to go down. I'm putting about small diced. Only if you have people that don't like the onion, use big rings like this, so that way before you serve it on the table, you can take them out, and they're still going to get the flavor of it. But if you have people that don't mind, use a little diced up ones. So kids, you can put these in there, and then before you serve it into the, like from a pan, I usually put stuff on, cook it on the stove, and then put it in a bowl. So instead of bringing it to the bowl with all of them, hey, Cats Karma, I'm putting both of them just to show, like, I like them both. Because we eat them with our potato chips. I know, it's the flavor, because it's a little sweet. Then you eat them with your potato chip with the salty. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So right now I have some garlic and some onion in it. Joe's gonna do his what do they call it, baby? The onion.
Stacked onion straws.
Stacked onion straws. That's it, guys. I put this. I gotta put my 1 can. I put 1 can of beans only because we don't have. If we had our hot dogs or a burger, bro, I'm gonna have to make 2 cans because I love it. They just taste good. Even like when you're full, you're just like grabbing your potato chip and you're kind of like still scooping up your beans. It's good. It's good. Good. And then I'm getting if we have to measure, tablespoon of brown sugar. For 1 can, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. If you don't want it that much, start with 1 tablespoon and then try it and then decide if you like it. But brown sugar, onion, I put a tiny bit of garlic because I do everything with garlic, and it tastes really good. You want to go as for your onions to be transparent. That's a good word. You want it transparent. Grab the potato chips up there, babe, because it's going down. Sorry. I am so excited, you guys. We have this, like, my mom's not in town, or I'd be calling this woman over. We have this, like, right next to the potato salad, right next to the bratwurst. Just, like, shoved in your mouth. It's a good thing.
It is.
I'm going to show you what the onions look like when they're all done. Like, and the only reason I say not to do the little ones with the kids or with people that don't like onion, because once they're, you guys know, once they're transparent and they're in the brown sauce, you literally cannot see them. So if you use them like this, you can literally just grab. You gonna bring it this way?
Sure.
Thank you, baby. You guys, we found out what's wrong with my husband. He's got a poisonous sumac allergic reaction. That's what happened to him. So, see the beauties of it. And then once it does its flavor like this, you guys, you can just grab once it boils, it's all melted, grab your little pieces like that and take them out. They serve their purpose. I mean, leave it in there while everybody's still waiting and hanging out. Then before you get it, put a bowl out, scoop it into the bowl. They won't even know that the onions were in there. But if you put the mini ones, they're gonna know, and then once they know, they will like, oh my god, I can try it, I can taste it, I don't even want it. And you'll want to be like, you know what? Then don't try it because there's more for me then.
That's right. Get out of your kid.
That's what I say anyway.
Get away from us, kid.
What did you put in that pot? Oh, this is what we have. I started with about a teaspoon of garlic. I put onions that are this size, but I also said if you have people that don't mind onions, then dice them up like this because then they're so good. They're so good to chow down with it on your chip. And then it's a can of right here.
What?
Grab another can. Top shelf. Top. Yep. And then this literally will not work for any other beans because we tried buying Vandicams. Vandicams didn't taste like it. I think this is too tomatoey.
Yeah, this is more sweet.
This is more, it has to be, and they don't have them everywhere. We've looked at some HEBs and they didn't have them. We happened to go to the new HEB on 35 and it's like a big monstrous HEB. And I was like, I wonder if they have it so I can make that recipe. So it's just basic pork and beans from Campbell's.
Yeah. After it comes to a boil, I think you should simmer it for like what? 5 minutes?
I did about a quarter of an onion between the diced and the slices per can. And then I did a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, but I would start with 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and taste it. Once you don't put any salt, no pepper, nothing. That's it. Once you put your salt, once you put your brown sugar and you go, I love onion, bro. I'm with you. I mean, what did we make the other day with the gravy? And you said it tastes like it's onion forward.
Oh, I can't remember now.
I made a gravy of something or on something, and it was like, was it the hash brown biscuits and gravy? Sausage gravy? I don't know. Anyways, put it to what you like. But I was going to tell you with the brown sugar, start with 1 tablespoon. Because I like it with, I know, like I visually can see it. I'm putting 2 cans in or 1 of the big cans. I usually make 1 big can of the Campbell's. And I know it takes about a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. That's how much is on there. No, cats would probably put the whole onion with the whole stalk sticking out of it, but no. Yes, did you see it? I think it was, right? He said it's onion forward. I'm like, bro, I'll take it to the neighbor. He'll eat it. I think it was. You were like, it's onion forward. That's Joe's way of saying it's a little too, like we made something. And I said, oh, what do you think? And he goes, it's very ginger forward. And I'm like, that's his way of saying I think is a little too much. I mean, we critique each other's food all the time. He'll tell me if he didn't really care for something that I made. And then I tell him, I'm like, I don't think you have to cook it that long. I think it got a little over, like we made chicken out in the smoker. Smoking chicken, once it goes too long, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, too much smoke.
You have to watch the smoker. I mean, really, yeah, like it was.
You can't use like hickory in it.
We waited like next to an hour or 2, and I was like, well, they're not going to be here for another hour, so you can leave it in there. That extra hour, we barely got down there. We're just overcooked. You just have to. The smoking was too.
Well, it wasn't overcooked. It was
just smoked. It was too smoky. Yeah. Okay, let's do a tink real fast so you can show the onion things because they look good. They were good. He made them today. Like Joey made a little invention. I was like, where did you see this, Joe? On the little cooking ideas. I think he saw a video and then he just kind of what's it called? Made it his own. Made it his own, bro.
Go.
All right.
Here's your chip.
Oh, Joey. Joey, you love your chips. Oh, sorry, guys. Hold on.
You're going to lose your phone. Oh, you got it. All right.
All right. It's got to be so good.
Chip.
You have the whole one. I was
no,
going
that's
to
okay.
have.
That's all right.
Oh, wait. Oh. Sorry, I got it. It's a small tink. We'll do the tink when he does the other ones. Ready?
All right.
Oh, this is so good.
Scoop.
Yeah.
Tink. That's good. Pork and beans, baby.
It's good.
Nice and sweet.
Put 2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
Don't start with 1. But 2. It's bomb.
Yeah, if you're not used to sweet beans though,
You think it's sweet?
I think it's very sweet, but it's very good though.
Look
I like
at-
it like that.
You guys, a little piece of onion on it. Stop it. Look at the onion. That's good. Mi corazón. Mi corazón. It's so good. Okay, I'm out of the way. Oh, that's so good. You guys make it tonight or this weekend and tell me what you guys think. 'Cause I probably like it more than I should like it, but I like it a lot. Okay, go.
All right.
Oh, that's so good.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
make
sit
some
over here
onion rings.
and I'm gonna eat.
Kind of, sort of. What I did was I took an onion and quartered it. So you got some short pieces in there, and they're yay thin. Just make them thin. And then I also took some carrots, just a few carrots,
so
small
good.
carrots, and made little matchsticks out of them. So we want to break them apart because they're still stuck together from the onion. I just cut them just a minute ago. Okay. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, on an open fire grill? Yes.
Yeah. So we're just gonna break them up so they're all single pieces. Mix them together. Carrots and onion. I did about a half of an onion. This is a small batch, so I'm just gonna do a half an onion and about 4 of those little mini carrots. So that's what I got in the bowl. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna set that aside, and we're gonna make the batter. And when you make this batter, you can use like a soda water to instead of water. Makes them a little more crispier. Well, we don't have the soda water today, so we're just going to use water. And
but they get so pretty.
you want to make it separate because you want to pour this onto there, so they're not. You don't make so much batter, and then these are swimming in this. You don't want them swimming because when you go to grab some and put it in the oil, you'll have a lot of batter with it, and then you're right in the middle. It's going to be like really like batter forward, if you will. It'll have too much batter, and just be a clump of batter in the middle. So what we're going to do is take 2/3 of a cup flour, 1/3 cornstarch, and then I use Zanderan's fish fry.
These are my people
Then
here.
do
They
a
love onion.
1/3 of a cup of that. If I can get it in there. There we go. 1/3 of a cup.
You guys, those pork and beans are horrible. Look at I ate them all, you guys. They're so freaking good.
All right. With this, you're going to want some little bit of onion powder, about a teaspoon.
And you guys got to make sure you buy potato chips with it.
And garlic powder, a little teaspoon.
Mm-hmm.
Teaspoon of salt.
Oh my God, these are so good.
Teaspoon of salt. And
I just want to
then
make a hot dog. Sorry.
good teaspoon of baking powder. All right, then we
Go upstairs, love. Go upstairs.
let's take
Not
one
down
of these.
here. Go
We're
upstairs.
just going to mix these together.
You're not allowed down here. Go upstairs, Mama, please.
Let you go down there for a minute. Just going to mix this stuff together,
Go up.
and then we're going to add enough water to make like almost like a pancake batter. I would say pancake consistency.
Thank you,
So we're just
Lord.
going to
Thank you, Mama, for listening to Mommy.
mix this up.
Hey, Kimmy.
And just keep adding the water until you get the right consistency. You don't want to add too much water in at a time. Get this going.
You guys make sure you hit the like, please.
We can go a little bit thinner on that. Just a little bit of more water. There, that's a little more like pancake batter. A little soupier. About like that. And then, what we're gonna do, we gotta get our oil going here. Get this up to temperature. my little thermometer in there. Let that get up to about 350. We got our little onions. What I'm going to do is take my dirty spoon out of there now. And then what we're going to do is just going to add a little bit at a time to our onions. I probably made a lot more batter than I made enough batter to feed probably, 4 people, but I'll have some left over, which is okay. Get your hands dirty, and you're just gonna make sure these are all coated with this. So it's not, you just don't want them swimming in there. Just before they start swimming, that's where you want it. Make sure everything's nice and coated. Getting our oil up to temp.
Cats out, you're crazy.
All right.
I think I saw him on a car chat also, Cats.
There we go. It's not swimming in anything. They're just nicely coated.
Joe, do you go to a cat stream? I mean, a car stream? Do you watch cars?
A lot of times, yeah.
Oh shit!
What?
Cats, there you go. He was on a car stream. Because we were using your profile today.
Oh yeah.
We're trolling with your name.
And we're just about ready. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a spoon. I could have bent this up a little bit just so it'd be easier to do. I'm going to take,
Meltdown.
with one hand, I'm going to kind of portion it out. About that big. Make them as big as you want, small as you want. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take them and just dump them into our oil, just like that. Put the carrots in there. You can actually put little chopped up scallions in here too, which would be great. Have another level of onionness to it. But I'll show you in a minute here. We're at about 181. A little bit to go.
What's wrong, baby?
Oh no, she's climbing now.
Better get
I just got to get my my oil up to temp.
No, get
I
up,
think I got
get up.
everything. Yes, I do. But it's simple. I mean, it's nothing complicated about it. Just cut your onions thin. Cut some matchsticks. If you want the carrots in there, put them in there. But they're good. They're good in there. They kind of stay a little crunchier than the actual onion does. The onion gets soft, of course, but the carrots stay a little crispier. But
Yeah. It was hysterical last night. Cats, it was hilarious. We didn't even want to go to bed.
I need
It was
a
3,
plate.
2 in the morning. And I was like, oh my God, I've got to go. And then I started, I was in the middle of typing something back, and I was sending recordings. I sent 2, I started to send 2 recordings, and they were like blank because I held it down. Oh my God. I was like, I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna send like a recording of me snoring.
Oops, sorry. All right, we're just waiting, y'all. Here, let her
Too much fun.
let her entertain you. You're on camera there,
My
woman.
husband wasn't even aware that we were up. Like, I think he woke up once and he's like, are you still awake? And I'm like, my God, I can't even go to bed. We were cracking up so hard. Cats. Oh, I was gonna say cats took us somewhere that we never even knew existed. But then again, did we believe that the house on the hill existed? I mean, we wouldn't have known about the house on the hill unless that existed. And then cats took us the craziest ever. Like, I mean, I know we've seen crazy in the last couple of months, but oh my God, it was just disbelievable. Like grown men saying, let's rub, like, we were just in shock. Like I'm like, Joe's like sleeping like right next to me. And every time I'm like cracking up, and then I read something else, and then I play What Are Fortune Cookies, and I'm laughing some more. And I'm like, oh my God. I don't know how I started getting, like, I think I started texting or typing again. And that's when I got sleepy. And all of a sudden I was like, I wake up and there's like two, like only 1 second long. And I was like, oh my God, what did I send? It was awful. Okay, go, baby.
Ready?
Yes.
All right. Now that the oil is up to temp, we're we're just going to scoop out some of these.
Scoop it.
Scoop it. Okay.
Man, those freaking things were amazing.
Kind of put them together, just like so. Just got a little spoonful, and what we're gonna do is, let me get you over here. We're gonna take, whoa. Got too hot.
Joe's a sucker for the right temperature.
Holy moly, just about overdid it.
No.
Yeah. Try to blow it out there.
You're so dumb.
Got up to over 400 degrees. I don't want to do that to them. We'll get it down to about 360 again.
What?
350, 360.
What?
What'd you do?
Nothing.
What did you do?
Nothing.
You did something. You did something.
I threw that in there.
Oh.
I went like this, and then you're getting ready to look at me, and I was like, what? What? Daddy, you don't want these?
No, just. I got what I
sorry.
needed.
Is it messing up your job?
Yeah.
Whatever. You don't want none of me and my onions. We're going home, man. We know when we're not wanted. We know when we're not wanted. Oh, shoot, doggy. Shoot, doggy.
All right. Here we are waiting for Joe.
Waiting for Joe to cool it off. Let's stick it in the freezer.
Who's doing over here?
I know you hate. How is it?
Get down there. Once it hits that high temp, it goes. Once it gets past a certain temp, it just shoots up, and then you gotta wait.
Waiting on this.
Always waiting on me for something.
It was a good time. Good times. What do we say? They good times.
Good times. All right.
It was a whole mess last night. It was a mess. Started with, you know what it started with? A certain somebody had a little too much too.
Here, check this out. Hey, you wanna bring them over?
Sorry. Certain somebody had a little too much to drink last night and left us ladies up at 2 in the morning with nothing to do.
Take this. Just be careful and just take and slide it off into a pile, just like that. Take another. We'll do 2 at a time. Another one. Here we go. That's it. Now they'll be clumped together. Let them deep fry. Once they get a little coating on them, you can mess with them a little bit. Separate the two, which is fine.
Is it able to see or not?
Yeah, you're pretty good. Right there. And then we'll take.
Move that up.
We'll
Hey,
flip that one over.
Spoon, you freak.
Yeah, you can bend it back. Flip it over. Just let them cook.
Look at it like this is your version of getting your vegetable in for the day, the carrots.
Now you just cook them till they're, as gold as you want them.
And if you don't want carrots, you guys just do the onions.
Yeah.
You can just omit it.
Yeah, but they're good in there. You really don't know that they're in there.
No, I was just going to
Just
say,
gives it a little bit of color.
When you handed me one, I was like, what is it? I didn't know that there were carrots until I bit it in. I saw orange. We're in the test kitchen trying to create.
Yes, we are.
We create things, and we're like, hey, that's not bad at all. That tastes like nice and crunchy onion ring. You want a slotted spoon? If you guys had a bigger pot, this is just the one that we're using right now. And that spatula, babe, to lift it out.
Oh yeah.
This is the one that it would have worked fine if it was a bigger pot. Like, we just made our tea, our like regular tea to make sweet tea. We have our big pot filled up with tea right now, and I haven't emptied it out. So we use the next one.
Wait for them to get nice and brown. That's all we're doing.
All right, moving them.
Gotta get them back there.
Get them back. Get them back. Get them back. Get them
Where
back.
they belong.
All right, hold up. They look really cool when they come out.
Yeah, they'll be.
Like, I didn't even know what I was.
They present really well, really.
Yeah, I didn't even know what it was, and he handed it to me.
Oh, and then while those are getting just about done, we're going to make. We're going to make.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry about that, guys. I hit the button again.
Joe's not allowed to touch the phone.
All right. What I did was I made a little dipping sauce with some ketchup, some real mayo, equal parts, and then a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce. And put it in this cup here already. But we're ramekin for us to dip out of. Check our
You tell him.
thingies.
Is it even parts of everything?
What's that?
Of the mayo and the
Yeah, even parts as much as you want to make, but
mayo
parts.
and ketchup, and then the hot sauce depending on what you want. Right?
Yep. I just put some splashes of the hot sauce in there with the, like if you're gonna make, whatever you make, it's just half and half of mayo and ketchup, and then a couple of splashes of hot sauce. Any hot sauce you want, then you just a little bit of salt. And when you're done, drip off there. Now look at that. Isn't that cool? Little onion haystacks right there. Yeah. Boom. Look at that. Just make them, set them aside, and keep on making them. I'm doing them in a small pot because it's just for us guys. But, I would have done it in a big pot and done, 4 or 5 at a time. But that's all you got to do.
Hey, Boo.
They're done.
Hey, Brutal Bob.
Let's
Hazel.
let's do this, babe.
Hazel, Brutal Bob, Alpha.
You want to tink?
Yeah, hold on.
I'm ready to
Hey,
tink.
Salty.
Let's tink.
Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys. Flying Mom. Thank you guys for coming in.
It's good.
Okay.
Ready?
Hey, I'm ready. Oh, heck yeah.
See, you can see the like in here. You can see the carrots in there. Just gives it another depth of color.
Look at the back. It's like see-through.
Yeah.
It's crunchy. Look.
Oh yeah. A little dip.
Oh, sorry. My
Oh,
bad.
you didn't tink? Oh, that's bad luck.
Tink. Tink.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ready? Go. Tink.
Quite good.
That's really good. That's why you don't. If you had them swimming in the batter, the middle would be just like full of just batter. That's just the way they
It's
do
a
it.
nice stick. Like it's crunchy.
They're good. They're good, man.
Oh my gosh.
I'd pay for those right there.
I'd pay for these too.
I'd pay for them. Those are good.
Mm-hmm.
Easy made, and they're delicious.
What's good?
I didn't even need the soda water to make them crispier. They're just perfect.
Perfect.
As long as you serve them right away.
We both went like that. They are really good. Was that it?
Man, that is really good.
Oh, there's one in the freezer, baby, if you want to grab the one in the freezer.
No. Aw.
It's okay, we're sure. I drank most of it already.
Got another one? Oh. That's why you'll share this one with me. Because there's a full one in there.
That's in the freezer.
Holy moly.
It's our last two, babe.
Duped again.
It's our last two.
You're gonna. There you go.
That's it. I'm gonna. I think everybody knows how to make the dump cake. I'm more than happy to show you guys. It's 2 seconds, but I was making that. If anybody wants to watch, you guys can. Anybody want to watch?
As simple as those were, man, they're well worth doing it because they look cool when they come
Yeah,
out.
they do.
And
Imagine making a plate of them and then going sit down
Yeah.
in the living room with your man. And
yeah, I would go to like B-dubs, and if I seen a plate of that coming at me, oh man, I'd be happier than hell.
All right, hand me the thing that's back there.
What's that? Where?
Yeah.
What? Tea?
Nope, the other can.
Yeah. Dump cake.
This is Joe's favorite, guys. I like it because it's just us two. So if I buy it, I can make it like 2 or 3 of them from it. Joe likes the peaches. I'm sorry, cherries and pineapple. I'm sure everybody's made it. I learned it actually from I think my 15 years ago. My Joe's family. I'm not a big fan of too much cherries, but Joe likes it. So I made this like maybe 2 days ago. That's it. I mix it, you guys. You can do it right down the middle if you want just one with pineapple and one just with, and it tastes amazing with pecans on top. I just don't have any. But what I did want to show you guys is that I saw somebody make it with melted butter, and I was like, hey. And they made like peaches underneath it, and they like turned it into like a peach cobbler. The yellow cake mix, maybe. But the thing I like about it is that you don't have to measure, like I don't have to measure like the egg and the oil and all that because you're only using it for the topping. So I do that. Then I top it with sorry.
Oh, whenever you're done.
I'm trying to see how much cake I have left. I have enough for one more, so that's right. This literally made 3 of them for us, you guys. I mean, it is just us 2, so it'll probably be like one.
I'll take that out of your head.
You're making me nervous. Here, take it. But what I saw was somebody melted it, and I was like, oh my God, I want to try both of them. So what I was going to show you was I'm going to melt one stick or half a stick or whatever. Oh, no, I can't already. Because you're supposed to melt it. Get this cake mix and melt it in the pan with or melt it in a bowl.
Yeah.
And then make it into a crumble.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I already put it on there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm so dumb.
That's a different one you wanted to show them.
Yeah, I was going to do half of it and halfway.
Oh, no. Just...
Why make more work, right, babe?
Yeah. Show them next time.
I will. You want to turn that on? And I mean, I
Where's the
still,
oven? Right?
yeah. You guys, I literally didn't know about this until I went over to Joe's, and then I was like, oh my God, I think his sister might have made it or whatever. You honestly is the most versatile, liberating. You can use real butter. I've used real butter. I've used margarine. Margarine's a lot cheaper for us to buy in these days. You guys, everybody say a prayer for my daughter. She got a call. She graduates in July, and she's got a call for a position that starts in August in Spain, or her interview.
It's first got an interview, yeah.
An interview. I believe it's like Coca-Cola. But we're just so excited. We're so. And it's actually in her field of cultural anthropology. It's just, we're just, I mean, how many times do you get a position in your field that you're going to school for? So we're just beyond ecstatic. I mean, prayers, please, prayers. And I think, honestly, you guys, I think you can do it with just you just have to cut them thinner. I mean, like this one's kind of thick and then that one's kind of small, but when it melts, it literally just goes everywhere. And then it just gets like a cake on top. I've done it with real butter. Like I said, I've done it with, and then I put pecans on top of it. I've had it with chocolate chips on top of it before too. It's kind of the most versatile. I saw somebody make it with cherries on the bottom and then chocolate cake on the top of it. And the chocolate cake on the top of it, they called it like a black forest or something like that. But it was all cherries, and then they put chocolate cake on top of it. And then on top of that one, they put the maybe pretzel pieces or pecan and pretzel. Then I saw another one that they used cherries and chunks of cream cheese in it. And it was like a cream cheese or a cheesecake-ish kind of thing. But we don't have all that. We have this.
So $3.50?
I would say $3.50 for about 20 minutes. It gets done really fast. Hey, Tinks! It gets done really, really fast. But I mean, we've told you guys before, we buy very economically. So like if we made it all in one day, and then we don't eat it, like it's just gonna it's not gonna last. So we buy it, and we like save the stuff, and then we make it again 2 or 3 days later. Or like the banana bread, I actually cut it in half and then I froze it, so that way, I mean, what do you do?
Because we'll make them onion things later on tonight. Because
We'll
I got
make-
more batter. And
Yeah.
We'll probably have some tomorrow too.
I mean, like there's onions, and that's just flour. I mean, we literally just made it. Um, I mean, that was a can of pork and beans. I mean, honestly, you guys, there is stuff that is economical, and it's just a matter of if we want to make it. And people, I mean, yeah, I would love to go and grab a slab of ribs or a pork butt or something like that. The only reason we did it that weekend was because it was Easter weekend, and we were supposed to bring a meat over to my mom. So instead of spending some, whatever, $15 on meat over there, we spent $16. We got a pork butt and we took that over there. We smoked it. But we literally are all about make that dollar last. Spend it on something else. Spend it on like a movie or grab a drink
Spend it on your husband.
Spend it on my husband. Anyways, you guys, say a prayer for my man. He's got the poison sumac allergic reaction.
Kicking my butt.
Because it traveled. It went from like the arm.
Everywhere.
Now it's on his like stomach, on his legs,
my chest.
his chest. It's like,
Arm
but you guys,
swollen.
as sad and frustrating as unhappy. Yeah, because his face is getting a little bit on it. But there's literally, if you guys look it up online, there are some people that have had it, and it's blistered, and it's insane.
It's bad, man.
You know what? I try for them to be realistic. I really do, because very few. I mean, let me tell you, I don't think we. Thank you so much. I see what you can. I appreciate it. I don't know the last time. I mean, when we spend probably like $75, it's because it's like once a month. There's a check that has that, so then we have to buy enough to last us that month. It's budget friendly. I mean, we know what it's like. I mean, the things are expensive. Like, it'd be crazy. I mean, I would love to buy lamb chops and fillets and mushrooms and all these things. It's just insanity. Like, it's insanity. But anyways, you guys, say a prayer for my husband. Because, thank you. You know what? I am blessed that I have 13 people in here. That's what I'm blessed about. I love that people come and give our recipes a shot. And it's so exciting when I talk to you guys and you're like, hey, I made this weekend, or I'm going to make this week. And I'm like, you are? I get off the thing and I'm like, Joe, look at Commander's making this. And I know. I mean, my life wasn't always like this. We used to have a 5-bedroom home, and Joe worked at a pharmacy company, and we had a very, 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 very nice life. And I love prime rib, and I love fillets, and I love it. But
then we had kids that went to college.
Then we had a kid who went to college. You know what? It's to be realistic, to be honest and realistic, in those times are not of the ability right now. So what? I mean, so what really? It's all just I would never want to go. I could have helped you, but I didn't want to stop eating my good prime rib. I would have helped you, but I didn't want to stop us going out and going shopping. I'd love to have helped you, but God, I've got like name brand luggage that I don't use, and I regret spending the money. I regret it because I bought it before the pandemic, and guess what? During the pandemic, that stuff did not even come out and get filled up. What did I spend the money on that stupid stuff? I'm like, I'm gonna start selling my purses. I don't need all this stuff. That's what I see. Special occasions, and honestly, you guys, I love having I love that your family is like a special occasion. You know what I mean? You know what? Burke's Bunch, you are, that is my life. We lived in a little town in Michigan. And I mean, little town. There was a church on every corner. And it was, you know what, you guys, to be realistic and honest with you, we knew there was drugs and we knew there was poverty and homelessness. We lived in a little blinder's view. We knew that it was there, but we never saw it. We really, really didn't. We just never saw it. The most we went to was Chicago. We went to Chicago. We'd go shopping in Chicago and stay in a hotel downtown on Michigan Avenue. And we, I mean, that was what we did. And then all of a sudden she's like, Mom, I'm going to school in Phoenix. And I was like, Phoenix? What? Why? What would you ever, what?
Huh?
And she's like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, she went to GCU, graduated. And we went there for the very first time. We went to Arizona, Phoenix. You guys, it was the most sad, my heart just, basically Joe's just like, honey, because we went to the store on the way to the, we checked in and seeing the homeless people, I literally was crying at every corner. Like I was just crying. I was crying at these people with their dog. I was crying because there's women and children at every corner, and it just, psychologically, I wasn't prepared. I mean, I knew that it was existed. I mean, I know that there's that stuff out there, but I just,
Yeah, to just see it right at your
Yeah,
right
it
next
was-
to your shoulder is a little different.
and then I just had so much guilt. Like I don't deserve to have, like I don't deserve to even have my purse. I don't deserve to have this, and these poor people. I just wanted to do so much. And Joe's like, we can give them $1 every time we see them, but it's not going to change. Like we don't have, then we're going to be out here with them. We can help them or we can bless them, but we can't keep, it just was a lot for me. And this was back in 16 and 17. And then I went to the hotel and I was just like crying, and I was just like asking God just to give me strength, because I wanted to visit my daughter, but I just emotionally was not prepared to see the reality. That's what it was, you guys, it's reality. This is real. This is what's out there. And I was just, I just wasn't prepared. And so, I don't,
very insulated where we used to
yeah,
live.
yeah. And you know what? I don't care who thinks that I'm like my kindness or whatever is fake, or I love being nice. There's only one person that takes me out of being nice. Only one. That's the only person that takes me out of being nice. Everybody else, I want to love them. I feel like the people deserve to be loved. And I just wanted to love everybody that was there so bad. It was just the most saddest thing. But I said all that to say, that's what happened, Berg's Bunch. Destiny went to Phoenix. And then Joe was like, okay, we went to her graduation and we're like, oh, she's graduating. Oh my God, we're watching her and we're recording her and like excited and everything. And then she goes, Mom, I think I want to go for my master's. And I was like, oh, what? Like, you're kidding,
Gotta
right?
Get a job first for another year.
So
or
then Joe Joe literally
No.
drove out there to pick, to like pick her up and get everything. And she was like, well, I got my passport and I think I'm going to go to Hungary for my master's. And I'm like,
Huh?
I was like, you didn't do what? And then she's over in Hungary now, and she's like, Mom, I'm thinking I want to just stay over here. I want free health care, and they don't treat us very well in the country. And I'm like, Destiny, just get home. What are you, nuts? Like, I would never put her on a plane if she wasn't going to come home. That's what Berg's Bunch said, is her son went off to college, and then, I think it was her son went to college and then never came back.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's
my
gotta be
heart. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. She's coming back, and I'm just going to prepare for it. She better come back. Moms, I think this is what it is. Moms aren't prepared to, we have to, because I would never want her not to go based on me and me being like, oh, please stay. One's in Brazil and one's in South Korea. Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
That's got to be tough.
So I don't want her to not go. I want her to venture out. It just takes a very, very strong parent, because every time I'm like helping her go, it's actually like killing me. But how much joy is she getting? 25, she does not marry, she doesn't have any kids. I'm so proud of her. That says a lot when they just took it serious,
Not goofing off and not in trouble.
It is. And the thing is, our family was so close, and it just was like, we were so close, like our family was tight. And there was, like, my son is 28, he's almost 29. He calls me on his lunch break. He'll call me on his way home from work. Like, I love that my son calls me and that my daughter calls me. I could not live, I could not exist if I was going through what other people on in our community, how their children don't speak to her at all. I would die. I would die to know that they were out there and they didn't want to talk to me. Oh Lord, I couldn't. I couldn't. I mean, but it's bizarre. It's bizarre. But then somebody was saying something, I read it, it said something like, it's hard to have mother instincts when you haven't had you weren't in a mother role. And I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Like, I have the instincts and the thoughts. I'm going, wow, I don't know if I could ever imagine that. But because I've been a mom my whole life, that I couldn't imagine it. Where somebody else who has never acted in a mother role, that person doesn't even know, like, oh, okay, so they quit calling me, or I use them in that description, or I speak very vulgarly. It's like there's not that mother connection for that person. So, anyways, I don't want to get teary-eyed and thinking about nothing like that, because it's almost the weekend and we got to be happy about everything. So, how's our dump?
It's doing something.
Is it doing something?
It's doing something.
Woo! I love it when it does something. I gotta read. I'm sorry, you guys. I see what you can. I couldn't imagine. Oh, just a couple of hours, girl. Oh, embrace that. Berg's Budge, you're killing me, Smalls. My God. Because she said she cries every time, and I do that with Destiny. Every time I get off the phone with Destiny, I cry, and she goes, Mom, stop.
Tell me, guess what we're having later?
The food couldn't even bring her home. Like, I thought, like, she would get tired of eating the food over there, and she just adjusts to it.
Can I have a piece of banana bread, babe?
Oh, of course.
I didn't know if you were favoring them.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Commander, I wish I could hug you, girl.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what Destiny said? Destiny said, Mom, she goes, I like my friends, and then we all hug and we say bye and everything. She goes, I just miss a mom's hug. And I was like, do you really have to tell me that? Like, I know you miss a mom's hug, because a mom's hug is like a tight hug. Like, there's so much love that's going through me to you. And I just know it's been like 7 or 8 birthdays.
Yeah.
It's tough.
She'll be back.
I know. But I don't want her to come back because I'm sad. You know what I mean? Like, how awful. I don't want her to come home because I'm sad. I want her to do things. I just want her to stay in my basement and stay put.
It'd be cheaper.
I know. Yeah.
What all has to happen with this stuff?
As long as it's cooked on top, baby, like a cake.
Yeah.
Cooked.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're pretty hot and heavy here.
Just miss a little brat.
Yeah. I miss yelling at her.
I'm so blessed. I really am, because, you know, I'm blessed because I've got great girlfriends, and I'm blessed because there's like a community that embraces us. You know, like seeing Burke's Bunch. I mean, she's living, she's doing it. I can do it. But then there's like, I just want to hug. I see what you can, Commander. It's like, man, it's just so blessed to have that friendship, that everybody like cares for each other. It just makes me sad. And then when she tells me that, I'm like, what do you mean no one's hugged you? Tell them people to hug you, for God's sakes. But, okay, Burke's Bunch, I can do this, right? I can do this. Oh, you guys are amazing. I love you guys so much. Oh, that's crazy. You know, man, no wonder Commander's like, can you quit looking for me, woman? I'm a grown woman. I know, but I worry about my girls. I worry about you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, let's bite into it, baby.
You don't think it's done, do you?
Let me see. Pull it out. It only takes like 20 minutes, 15.
Yeah, well, don't look like it's done.
No. Is the butter melted? Oh, that's why let me see.
What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna move the melted butter around because that's like the key part.
Oh, okay.
So you just move that. Let me show them. Some people don't do it, but you put it right there.
All right.
And then just now that the butter is melted, that's why some people melt their butter. But just now that the butter's melted, you can just lay it around.
Your arm's in the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
That's why some people do it with it melted because it goes better. But I like it like this. Sometimes I take it out and do it just to make sure because I don't like the little dry cake spots. Some people like it. Some people really like it. I like it all to be cakey.
Okay, so once it's melted, spread it around on top.
Yeah, Joe, you always want to give directions. Don't his damn directions. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I don't mean to yell in your ear.
There we go.
Greg Sponge, don't you ever go, man, why couldn't all of them just do that and stay 15 minutes away? Well, and then my son used to live in Texas, and then he decided to move back up to
Michigan.
He decided to move back to Michigan, and then he had a little boy, and now my little boy's up there now, my first grandson, and I couldn't even imagine. I don't even want to ask, Burks. Do you have grandkids that are out of the country too then? Please don't answer. One other son lives 15 minutes away. You know, I see what you can. You have four girls, don't you? Yes, Commander, we're all hugging you, Mama. All hugging you. No grandkids. Wait till that happens. Whew. I want to be near my son right now so I can see my grandson whenever he has them. And it's my son's great though. He FaceTimes me, so I talk to him through the FaceTime call, and we talk through the FaceTime call, and then when I see him, he actually hears my voice and he recognizes it. I will be out here crying every night. I love you. Oh, my family is all within 30 minutes. See, I don't know what I did wrong. My kids had the option to move and they left. My son didn't, but my son he loves it and I love it. My son's doesn't mind at all that he calls and people. I love him. I love him calling all the time. My daughter just is too much like her mother. Like, I'm going to conquer the world and like this independence that I don't know where she got that from. Aw, thank you, Anita. I appreciate that. It's just hard. Moms weren't made. I mean, because Joe's he's very, very affectionate towards me. He's with the kids too, but he's very much like they have to go out. They'll be okay. They have to venture out. Just be proud of them that they want to do this. And I do feel proud that my daughter wants to do it. And my heart is so exploding because she's doing it. And because it's so hard. Like, she went to another country. She learned their culture. She learned their language. I mean, enough to survive. And she's existing over there. But I don't know if I could even do that. I mean, like, I'm pretty independent. When we lived in Michigan, I would come down to Texas by myself, and I thought I was a chingona right here. Like, don't mess with me. I got this under control. But then, I was glad to go home to see my mom and everybody. And Destiny, went to Phoenix, and then from Phoenix went to Hungary, and it's like, where you going next? The moon? Like, when are you gonna just go, I'm ready to go home now. I've been away from my mom far too long. Wouldn't that be great? Joe's like, you should be proud, be excited for him. My son was in wrestling, and he would be out there wrestling, and I'd be like, oh, be careful, I can't handle this. And my husband is just like, go, go, go. And I'm like, how are you even excited? Like, this guy needs to get off my son. I'm gonna pop off. Wrestling is not a mom sport either. Let me tell you, that's for dads, because moms, you just want to protect your little baby.
How are we doing?
Oh man, she said her daughter, Salty's mom lived in Canada for a few. Her daughter lived in Canada for a few years, and she was so happy when she came back to Australia. Oh, there's winters. I think that's what did it for Destiny. But Budapest is very cold.
Yes, it's snowy there.
I know, girl. Snow. Up in Michigan, we have the cold. We used to. We had the lake effect, snow and blizzards. I mean, we're used to driving in the snow, and you go outside, and you bundle up, and it's. I think the coldest it got was maybe -5 or something. Negative wind chill.
A wind chill. It's gotten down to below 50.
It's cold in
50
Michigan.
below, I mean.
We get the lake effect comes in, and we have blowing. Like the snow all the way covers our garage door. Like our garage. Do you guys know what those are? Down in Texas, we don't find houses with garages very often. Oh, yeah. My dad lives in Minnesota, so he's always telling me how harsh the winters are. Woof! Winters are rough. The winters are rough, but the you know what was so nice? Was the leaves. And it was so worth it. Because we wouldn't have the winter without the fall. And the fall is just like beautiful red leaves, and it looks gorgeous that you don't even care that it's going to be cold and freezing later. Well, I mean, I didn't work outside of the home too much. When I did tax, I worked for an accounting firm. Joe would leave for work, and he'd go, and was it like driving in the morning? Because he has to
have to get up a couple hours earlier.
He has to clear the driveway like at 4 or 5 in the morning just so he can leave. So that way he could leave me with a clear driveway so I could leave to go drop off the kids. Because if he would just leave, there's snow is halfway, 3/4 of the way up the Vermont. Oh, I would love to go to Vermont. Yes, girl, I saw Cardboard Homes lives up around the east side up there. Is it what is the leaves like up there?
You want to check your stuff?
Yes. Oh, that's weird.
You want to check your stuff, babe?
No, I wanted to cook. I want to see what all those in. I can't. Oh, you know what? That's why it's not letting me. Because I have to approve it.
You have to approve what?
Mm-hmm. When it says something like sweating my ass off, so somebody has to approve that they can say the word ass. A moderator.
How's it going? Don't burn yourself.
Oui, cabron.
Want me to get it?
I got this.
I thought you were just going to check it.
Yeah, but I couldn't see it. Ooh, it's on the down front.
Ooh.
Yep. The cake's already done. Yeah. I would say 20, 25 minutes, depending on the size. Because some people that box will make a 9x13 with 1 full can of peach, 1 full can of the crushed pineapple, and 1 full can of the cherries, and 1 full cake mix. That will make a 9x13. But, I mean, what are we going to do with a 9x13? I'll probably eat 3/4 of it, and I'll be like kicking myself in the morning. Maybe not. I might eat it and feel okay with it. I want to read. I can't even read all these. People have me crying in here. Oh, are you excited? When are you going to go, Burke Sponge? She was supposed to go in a trailer, but it's too cold. She said, it was 70 here in Maryland today. I was sweating my ass off. I love it cold too. God, what does it look like, Anita? What does it look like over there in Maryland? Is it beautiful? Is it like orange trees and everything?
What, in the fall?
Up in Maryland. I can't stand the heat either, girl. Oh my gosh, salty. Oh my god, you guys are crazy. 97 in California? Oh my god. It's already that hot over there. What were we at today?
80 something.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
How is she at 97?
It's getting that time of
Hey,
year, baby.
First Bunch, do you guys say Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because I saw Salty and you both said something about Celsius.
Yeah, we don't know what temperature they are when you say Celsius.
88 today.
Yeah.
Oh my. I'm not a fan of heat at all. I keep it at 65 in here. That's why you always see me in a sweatshirt. I like it crisp. I like Joe's a
I just don't like to be freezing.
I love freezing. Get a sweatshirt. Get a blanket. Why?
Because it's uncomfortable. It gets uncomfortable.
I love socks on my feet.
Plus it costs money.
Or slippers. Not for us. It's included.
Usually.
Yeah,
Well,
normally we
wear
have
and
to pay our
tear.
electric.
The
But
more you use it, the quicker it's gonna, something.
when we were down by San Antonio, it was
Better
a,
check it, baby, because it's.
it was
it's
in.
broiling.
Ay, que chingazo tu madre! I forgot it. It's all right. That'll be yours. How about, baby? Ay, be careful, mama. She comes limping down the stairs because it started barking. That it, Daddy?
Yeah.
All right. Just omit the ground because Yvonne's stubborn.
Poke it in.
Move that and that.
There you go.
There we go. That's for Joe.
I just push him down
There we go. Woo! Look at how good it looks, you guys. We get to do even dessert tink with y'all. Ay, cabrón. You guys look at.
No blue plate special.
Get the yellow one from up there.
Huh? You want a plate?
Or you open a bowl.
Bowl.
Oops, I'm showing them and there's nothing. Look at Yvonne toasted a little too much, but it's okay. Because it's gonna go down.
There you go, baby.
So good. So good. Ooh, kaboom. Oh no, that was pretty. So you can see. All right, you party people, you. Can you guys see that? Let me show you. Oh, this is like lava, you guys. Please, if you ever eat it right out of the oven, be so cautious. The syrup or the cherries is literally like what, Joe?
Lava.
You always say that. It's lava on my tongue. It doesn't cool off. It doesn't. Once it feels your tongue, it doesn't cool off. Oh my God! Look at it. Oh my God! My mouth is watering.
So good.
It is so good. Look at. Shut up. Just shut up. That looks so good, huh? Woof! It makes me so excited.
All right. We'll tink out of that.
A little tink out of that. Okay, guys.
Tink away. Well, we'll try to tink.
We're gonna try. Here you go. It's so good.
Gonna have to blow that sucker.
I'm only doing a little. You know it's gonna be hot, cabron.
I know.
I'm not doing mouth to mouth. I'm gonna go in for my next bite.
I don't want to blow the steam in your face and burn you. Tink. Tink. We'll just tink now and then blow.
Shut up.
Tink.
Tink. Tink.
Stop. Stop thinking. Stop it.
I want your yellow cake.
I wanted my yellow cake.
You did?
That's why I had it on my fork.
Tink.
Oh, now we can tink. All right.
Tink.
I'm standing over here.
I'm gonna die.
All right.
Hurry up.
How many tinks can we do? And
Okay, ready. You're a wacko.
All
Okay.
right. Tink.
Uh-huh. Mmm. Mmm.
I'd pay for that. I'd pay for that.
I would pay for this, you guys.
That's good.
It's good.
That's yummy.
It's so yummy.
Ah!
I'll take a tink over here. I love you, Commander.
Right here.
I wish you guys could be here and have a tink with us. All right. I think that's
All
it,
right,
party
yeah.
people.
I think we've kept them long enough.
We kept y'all long enough. I'll
Time
pay
for
for
you
that
to
too.
go.
I love you. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you guys for staying. Thank you for hanging out with us. Keep the prayers up for my husband. He needs them. We need them. This girl's about to wait on my husband. He's driving me crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I want to tink. Everybody wants to tink. Come on, you guys. All right, guys. We love you guys. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo is up there. Thank you guys. Oh, that was good.
Tink them.
There.
Here, you can tink them. Use the same
I'll
fork.
do that.
All right, let's all tink.
We're
Here
tinking
we
with
go.
y'all.
1, 2, 3.
Tink. Good deal. All right, guys. Love you.